And we back,
What up,
family.
YouTube?
Yo.
Yep.
We both do the intro.
Big facts.
Big facts, man. We talking about the Great Resignation. Man, I never even heard about that. I never even heard that word put together ever in my life. Great Resignation. For some reason, it just reminds me of the Great Exodus. You know what I mean? So, the Great Resignation. So, economists have conducted a research and found that they expect 25% to 40% of people to quit their jobs. And they also released some alerts of Americans quitting their jobs at record pace. Oh, man. And now I got several touching points where I could, touch on some key reasons behind this Great Resignation. And I'll go through them, Q, and then you can kind of give me your analysis on that, right? One, we have people aren't feeling valued by their current employers. And if you've seen the last video, I was struggling with that word, and don't like how they're being treated or how they were being treated through the pandemic. Secondly, people are seeing better opportunities in this wide open job market. So I believe they said there's about 9.5 million jobs available right now that needs to be fulfilled, right? Because the consumer demand is at such high rates right now that companies are just begging people to come and work for them. So. And they're even offering incentives. I've seen incentives as high as $5,000 sign-on bonus, right? And it's crazy.
Crazy thing, Jay. I think one of the biggest reasons is people are not smashing the like button.
Oh yeah, man! Make sure y'all tap that like button, man. Yeah, that's big facts. But thirdly, we have people feel like they are doing jobs that isn't fulfilling to them. Right, so they feel like maybe they should reevaluate their approach in regards to their career and how they want to move forward after this pandemic thing kind of die out. We have a lot of people are looking for jobs that allow them to work from home, and a good amount of people don't want to go back to the office. So there are people who just don't want to be working in the office no more, so they're quitting so that they can get an opportunity to just work from home. And there are a lot of people looking for that hybrid work-life balance, right? So they want to be able to come in the office if they need to, and be able to work from home. That work from home opportunity so that opportunity from a lot of these companies are allowing people to. So when we say work from home, it pretty much, in my point of view, and what I'm seeing in regards to this increased interest in international real estate, right? We're going to touch on that a little bit, right? Is that when you hear work from home, for some people, that's work from anywhere. That's why we're seeing this spike in a lot of interest in international real estate. Because people's like, since I got this job, now I could work from practically anywhere. So what's your thoughts from those key points that I touched
on? So, I mean, statistics have gone to show based on studies that typically the old form of sticking with the same company for 20 years has ran its course, right? Now people are jumping from job to job over a duration of time because, well, getting a new job pays more than the little 10% raise you may get, or a little 5 cent, 10 cent, 25-cent raise, if you even get that, right? So a lot of people are falling into that model now, especially with the millennials taking stage in the workforce.
Right.
Now, on top of that, like you mentioned, people are feeling undervalued, unappreciated. And when you look at the average human's burn rate, right, when it comes to things of interest, when you wake up for a job and it's a job that you're not necessarily passionate or exuberant about, then your burn rate, depending on your level of commitment to this company, it goes faster the more that you go through it, which means you're going to get to that point where you wake up and it's just like, oh my gosh, do I gotta go in? And then you're looking for different opportunities and different avenues to be able to fill that void. Um, and with everything going on right now, especially with the last year, a lot of people had time to either find other opportunities to fill that void. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of people started turning to online e-commerce. A
Right.
lot of people started to turn to social media to be influencers. You know, a lot of people also realized the amount of monetary value that was able to be retained simply by not having to deal with childcare as an expense.
Right.
You know, so because of things of that nature, you got people now who want to do exactly what you said. Hey, look, I don't want to have to pay somebody to watch my kids or pay for a program for my kids to be in while I come to work for you, especially because I don't work this whole last year. You gave me a pat on the back, probably, right? I get an attaboy? Really? Attaboy?
Yeah.
You know,
Attaboy.
meanwhile, you got companies out here now, and like we spoke about, you know, a lot of the companies that are out there, a lot of them are in the consumer base where you know they're looking for people to fill a lot of job positions in restaurants, in
Right.
stores, in
Mm-hmm.
markets, things of that nature. And quite frankly, when you're dealing with a situation like the pandemic, the way it happened, a lot of people didn't see it coming. It kind of hit us kind of quick, kind of hard. And now people want certainty. People want comfort, right? So don't tell me you're going to give me a job that's going to pay me $5 an hour with commission. I need certainty. People crave security at this point. They want to know that, all right, cool. Well, I can pay my bills, especially considering people aren't spending like they used to for the most part, right? You have a lot of people who came into a lot of money from this pandemic, and you know, studies have showed that there's a lot more spending in certain areas than prior years, right? But now you have to be in those areas to be able to take advantage of that. If you're not, then you're just missing out. So I think a culmination of all of those things right now is driving towards that that increase in unemployment, the great resignation, which I'm not gonna lie, I can't say that I've heard a great resignation before. I mean, I've heard great resignation tactics, you know, when people walk into the job and resign and do something extreme, like, oh, that was great. The way you
Mm-hmm.
pull that off, beautiful. But as an overall economic term, I can't say that I've heard that before. That's an interesting one.
Yeah. So you have made a point where it made me think about um it made me think about the sales arena, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
did see an article and saw some numbers in regards to the sales department because you talked about the $5 an hour, but then everything else is coming from commission. The sales arena is actually getting beat up right now because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people do not want to come back to this old structure of you gotta hit this quota, you gotta hit this quota. Plus, I think a lot of these companies are underestimating the I could say the sales intelligence or the buyer's intelligence of the buyers, right? So
Right.
the old tactics of, we all seen Wolf of Wall Street, right? Sell me this
Mm-hmm.
pen. Don't no nobody cares about that whole, hey, do you have a pen? Well, if you don't, this will be, that whole elevator pitch isn't working anymore. And
Right.
there was an article, I wish I had it before me so I could read it, but I know in that article what they were touching on was the fact that consumers just want to be acknowledged, right? They just want
Mm-hmm.
whatever problem they have to be solved without being sold to.
Right.
Now, the only time it's good for you to try to upsell a customer is if they're inquiring for something that they don't have, right?
Right.
But you have that product and service that you could kind of level them up to, which is a little different because they're looking for something to solve the problem. But in regards to you trying to force someone to purchase a product that they don't need, it's not really working
Mm-hmm.
out. So I'm seeing a lot. I've seen a big. I've seen some articles just touching on the fact that the for companies that are in the arena of sales where they need sales professionals are struggling right now, and
Mm-hmm.
also they're looking for a way to replace the prototypical salesperson with, advanced machine learning software. Where the customers are talking to a Siri, right? With that natural language processing, just replacing, that the human aspect of it. So,
but see, to that point, right, Jay, and you touched on great points, bro. So to that point, one, a lot of people don't want to deal with robots.
They don't. They don't.
Don't want to deal with robots, right?
They don't.
And like when you call customer service for a company or something, the last thing you want to do is an automated system. It's like, give me a person.
Same thing with the chat feature. You ever had one of those chats where you're trying to, you're thinking you're speaking to a live person, but it's it's multiple choice
system.
multiple choice.
Right. It's like, get me to a person, please.
Right.
A lot of consumers like to have that interpersonal interaction. And like you said, a lot of people, when they come to you, they want their solution. They want a solution-oriented individual who is concerned about their overall experience. Right. And because of that, you have a lot of people who don't have that. They're being driven to these quota marks, and it's upsell. But at this point, the number one thing to a lot of consumers today is value, right? You realize that we're in a highly competitive world now, right? Whether you're in in the consumer industry, whether it's clothes, whether it's food, whether it's technology, whatever the case may be, we're in a highly competitive markets. Cable companies are losing customers to streaming platforms. Netflix raised their prices. Oh, nah, forget that. I'm gonna go to Hulu, right? So we're in a highly competitive in this world right now where people want value.
Right.
Well, why should I keep your service when this person over here is giving me for less, or this person over here is gonna give me this for free? Right? It's kind of like me with the credit cards, right? Why use cash when I can use credit card and earn points?
Yeah, why spend my money when I can spend the institution's money?
Right. I mean, I'm paying them back, don't get me wrong, but at least when I pay them back now, I'm getting hotel points or flight points or cash back. Yeah. So, it provides a greater value, right? And that's the thing that a lot of people are looking for now. Make me feel appreciated. Not just as an employee, but make me feel appreciated as a consumer. That's it. People want value. They want to feel appreciated. And, you want to put me out there and tell me I got to hit a quota. Well, if I hit this quota, you going to up my bonus?
No, sir.
And a lot of people, we spoke about this prior on in time. A lot of people throughout the pandemic got introduced to the markets, and they got introduced to other avenues of investing or financial management or literacy. And now, don't get me wrong, a lot of people jumped into these things blindly, right? So because of that, by end of this year, I expect a lot of serious burnage to occur. Not saying it's a good thing, but it's just one of those things. When you jump on a bicycle without knowing how to ride, eventually you're gonna fall off.
Right.
And some people, they fall off and they realize they have to learn before they can go take this bike ride. A lot of people fall off. Some people fall off and just say, I'm never getting back on again. Right. So there's a lot of people who learned ways to be able to leverage their capital, to find other means of generating income. And businesses now are struggling because, well, look, like I said, I need to feel valued, because at this point, one, I could just go to a competitor, right? Or if you're not going to pay me what I need to get paid, well, I don't open this e-commerce online. I'm going to just go ahead and, blast this all over the web, and I'll just make my money that way. Or I just learned how to trade options. I'm going to go trade options and be a day trader, right? So it's becoming a very highly competitive market for companies, where consumers and employees both, they want to feel valued, they want to feel appreciated, and the old structure just isn't going to really work as well. And even with this automated structure that we're moving towards, it's going to cause some problems. Now, eventually, people will get used to it because, as you can see, it doesn't seem like people have much of a choice. But it's going to cause an impact because people are getting tired of dealing with computers. They want to deal with a person.
Right.
They want someone who cares. They want someone who knows their stuff. They want someone who can handle my situation the way I need it handled, efficiently, with care and concern. And if you have additional value, let me know about it. And at
I.e.
that
Robin
point,
Hood.
we ain't even talk about that one, man. Don't even get me started. Don't get me started.
So I do have a question, Q, right? Because I was thinking about this, as we were speaking, that I was wondering what sort of impact did social media have on the minds of people who's returning to the workforce? Because we got a lot of people who are seeing so many people who are living their best lives, right? Right?
Best lies, right? Okay.
Right. And then, right. And then now when they're going back into the workforce and not feeling that fulfillment, right? Because they're seeing so and so doing so great, working on the beach, and yet they have to go into the office. Is social media kind of adding on or fueling this change in the way workers are approaching how they want to, or where they want to work or who they want to work for?
I think social media does play a role in the equation. Now, as all things in life, there's ups and downs, or pros and cons to however you choose to look at it. And like you mentioned, you got people on social media, posting profits on the market.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I traded options. I made this much money.
Yeah.
And then everybody thinks, oh crap, I'm gonna trade options, not realizing that before that person made that much money,
he lost.
They probably lost 6 times that amount.
Right.
Or that was their first win.
Right.
After that win, it probably wasn't so successful for them.
Right.
A lot of people probably post up, but don't get me wrong, there are people that is on social media that has been successful in the markets. We know individuals who quit their job and started day trading and successfully, right?
Yep. And
doing
crazy numbers
and doing
right now.
Great. Doing great numbers. Right? But see, that's a person who actually understood that, they had to put their interest into it, right? They had to put their time into it to learn.
Oh, they put a lot of time.
And not just jump into the deep end
right
before you learn how to swim.
Right.
Which is why they're doing so great. Shouts to all those you guys that invested in yourself before investing into get rich quick and got poor,
right.
Or broke. But with social media, you got a lot of people out there trying to become influencers now. Oh, I'm gonna quit my job, I'm gonna be an influencer, right? Which you're gonna realize it's not as easy as you think. You got a lot of people out there, like I said, doing e-commerce, and e-commerce it's took a hit.
Not easy either,
right?
I had my stores that took a hit because of the changes to the algorithm when it came to the ads with Facebook. So I had to close down the stores because of that. So,
right. And because of the overwhelming influx of people,
right.
that whole system had to shift, right?
Right.
So, it's just like anything else in life. Once it becomes too big, then things got to change to be able to consolidate and weed out the bad from the good to keep the platform successful. So, with social media, you got a lot of people seeing a lot of different things. You got a lot of gurus on social media now. People who never touched a stock a day in their life, all of a sudden, January 1st, I'm a guru.
AMC to the moon.
I bought AMC and I made $1,000. I know what I'm doing. I found the next Tesla. All right. Okay.
Nothing but blind luck.
But and then you got people out there, they're putting out this information. A lot of people are putting out information that either has been common knowledge or has been untested theory and knowledge. And you got a lot of people eating this stuff up, right? Because people love to get to the money or get to the bag or whatever, however you want to put it. And it's just like, oh, well, so-and-so said that they did this and they made this kind of money. You got a lot more pyramid schemes going on, right?
Right, a lot of them. Forex being one of them.
Forex. What's this new version of Susu?
I don't know. I heard about it though. Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah.
They got some new Susu pyramid out there which don't operate like Susu do. Yeah. But I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of different things going on right now.
You're usually supposed to do Susu with people in your community, not some random
with Susu,
random people on the internet.
People you trust and know.
And you know, right?
Right.
Either someone in the church or whatever.
In the family or something, but it's a close, tight-knit of people that keep that fluctuating amongst them. I don't know about this new millennial Susu thing. That's a little skeptical. Yeah, I'm a little skeptical about that.
And you got the crypto scams too.
Oh man, so many crypto scams.
I think Tether is getting a lot of flack right now because they're considering it a scam. So.
Yeah, way too many ICOs going on, man. There's just way too many ICOs going on. You got all kinds of cryptos that's popping up on the markets, and this is gonna be. And then you got a lot of people like I said, people that don't know better, right? They hear, this is gonna be the next big thing. Jump into it, and they put their money into it, and it's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be rich. I bought this coin, and it's gonna go up to $1,000 by tomorrow. Yeah. And then it goes up to like 2 cents. And it never breaks that resistance. It just dies. So there's way too many things going on. Social media has become a platform that has fueled a lot of great potential. It has fueled a lot of interest to people to learn things, but at the same time, it also has provided a gateway for people to scheme, scam, and or provide false expectations as well. Like you said, people on the beach working. Most work from homes require you to have a hardline internet access.
Right. Yeah.
Just saying. Yep. So if you on the beach, there's not many companies that let you operate wirelessly from anywhere. Not too many of them.
Unless 5G is going to change that game, though, from what I've been
seeing. But 5G is not even everywhere
It's not even everywhere. Yeah, right.
It's not even everywhere yet. Right. It's only in select cities and states, in certain areas of the city, typically highly dense areas where you get, large conglomerates of people. So if you you're working on the beach is not one of those highly dense populations.
Yeah, man. So we're approaching 30 minutes. We're going to move into this next video. Check it out, where we will be talking about the shortest recession in U.S. history. That's crazy. But let's get into it. See y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Hit the notification bell.
Do that. See y'all in the next video.
Check us out on stockstreetuniversity.com.
Yeah, do
also,
that.
You can check out our other social media platforms as well. You can see JY doing the dad bod dance on TikTok.
Nah. What Tribe Called Quest said, do that. Yeah, I'm showing my age. Yeah, I rock with Tribe Called Quest. All right, family.
Hey, that was dope. All right, man.